Lord, thank you for whatever it is. If you're sick, somehow you got to know that God will work that thing out. You just got to believe, stand on it. You said, Lord, that you would be my provider. You said, Lord, that you would be my healer. So yes, the doctor says I'm sick today, but I'm going to just press on. I'm going to level up my faith and let him say whatever it is he's going to say. But I'm going to look to the hill from where my help comes from, because I realize now that all of my help surely comes from the Lord. I was down and out on yesterday, and I looked up, and somehow I made it to another day. So I'm not going to concern myself with what they say. Yes, it's a little rough, and I understand it, but I'm going to press. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to keep on keeping on. And I'm going to see what the end's going to bring. And so, level up. He says, not that I have already obtained, but I have not arrived at my goal. He says, I'm going to press it. And after that, he says, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself to have taken hold of it. Some King James says, apprehend, taking hold of it. So it's the same thing, but it says, but one thing I do, forgetting. It's the other. Most of us get caught up with the press part, but he says, forgetting what is behind. And he said, straining, that takes some effort. We get caught up with press because that's what's in the other translation. But straining is an easier, is a more direct term for what he was doing. And so that's part one. I'm going to put a pin right there and get to the end, read the rest of it because there's a comma there, it's not an end. He says, toward what is ahead, and then it says, I press toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me here. Two things I'm going to get out your way. I'm leaving in the morning at 5 o'clock, and I want to be tired when I get home. Don't worry about that, that's a whole other story. But he says two things. He says he's straining, not just pressing, that's an easy word. Straining takes some effort. Why am I focused on the word straining? Because you can just say, well, I'm going to get over it, and I'm going to move on. But Paul suggests that you have to strain to get what God has for you. This thing in heaven, you have to strain for it. You have to work for it. You have to sometimes try harder than you want to try. You have to put a little effort into it. When you go to the gym, sometimes you get that 10th or 12th rep on, it's a little more. If you want to do a little extra, you got to dig down. Take a deep breath. As you start to push out, you got to push because it takes some straining. You can't hold that breath in and try to push that extra out. You got to blow it out. You can't hold it, you got to blow it, right? You strain it. He's bigger than I am, so I think he worked out every now and then. You strain it every now and then. You can't hold that thing in. You got to push it out. So you got to press on to get what God has in store for you. And that pressing sometimes is difficult. It's sometimes hard. But if you're going to get what God has, you have to work. You can't just get up and say, thank you, Jesus, everything's going to be all right. I'm just going to go to church. It don't work that way. Just because you show up on Sunday morning, that don't mean that you're not going to go through some stuff. Just because you show up or get up and tell God thank you, that don't mean that the enemy or whoever is not going to tap on your door. Straining is a part of the process because God knows what you can and cannot stand. He will not put more on you than you can bear without giving you a way out. And so you have to miss that part. That's the most important part. You're going to have to get some stuff. Don't worry about the stuff. You have to know that there is a means of escape. How do you get that means of escape? I'm talking fast. Don't worry about that. I'll get back to you. How do you get that means of escape? You strain. Help me, somebody. You strain and keep on pushing on. You have to go through some stuff if you want to get what God has in store for you. And when you strain, God said, the text says you win it. Ain't that a song? It says you win it sometimes. When you go through some stuff and you're willing to press on to the mark, God says you are winning. The text, Paul says you are winning. You are what you're winning for. You want to win what God has. The text says, after it says win, he says, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward. If I'm going to get the things that God has called me heavenward for, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to tell the Lord, thank you for all that you're going through. You're going to have to tell the Lord, thank you. Level up your faith. And when you can't have enough of whatever it is you got, level up to the next thing. What you talking about, preacher? When you have prayed all you can pray, level up. Somebody said it, I think. Pray some more. When you've done all that you think you can do, level up and do a little more. When you've been out there as long as you think you should be out there, level up and stay a little longer. What you talking about, preacher? You talking about leveling up. How am I going to level up? I'm broke every day. That's how you level up. You were broke yesterday. You might be broke tomorrow, but you're just going to tell God, thank you that I didn't leave here while I was broke. And somehow I just know that because you said you are Jehovah Jireh, my provider, one one day, somehow you're going to make a way. And so I'm just going to level up my faith and believe that on tomorrow or the next day or the other day or whenever it comes, that somehow, God, you're going to make a way. And so I'm going to thank you even now for what I'm going through. I'm going to thank you even now for this sickness that I don't want. But somehow, I just believe that you are Jehovah Rapha, just like you said you was. So I'm going to level up my faith, level up my praise. And when I think I can't go no more, I'm just going to fall down on bended knee and tell the Lord, thank you. I don't know how you're going to work it out today. And Lord, I'm not even sure if you're going to work it out. But God, I thank you that you said that somehow in due season, if I didn't give up, if I faint not, that somehow I would make it on the other side. So God, I thank you for what you're doing for me. God, I thank you for my ups and my downs. God, I thank you for my good times, my bad times. God, I thank you for everything that you got me going through. So I'm just going to level up this morning. I'm just going to level up, and every time the enemy tries to take me out, I'm going to tell him, you should have got me on yesterday. But now I realize that the God that I serve is a mighty good God. I realize that the God who woke me up this morning, that the God who started me on my way, that the God who's been making ways for me, that God is a mighty good God. And so now I just believe that in due season, somehow God's going to make a way. In due season, God's going to come see about me. In due season, God's going to turn my situation around. And so I'm just going to level up and tell the Lord, thank you. I'm just going to level up and give the Lord a hand praise. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I'm just thanking God that every now and then, God will come see about me. When I'm down, I don't stay long, because my God picks me up and reminds me that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. What you talking about, greater is he that is in me? When I realize that there's something on the inside, I don't know why. They should have never told me that text. They should have never told me about something on the inside that work makes it work for me. So now I realize that I got something greater in me, that I can't allow what's on the outside, those external factors, to cause me to diminish that which is on the inside. Help me somebody. The thing that we have on the inside is greater than all of this stuff that might be happening. It's greater than your phone bill. It's greater than your health. It's greater than your children. It's great. That thing is great because it's greater, because it can get you over all of that stuff. Every single situation that you find yourself in, that thing that you have on the inside, I fell down there. You just fall down wherever you at and tell that good thing. Y'all, I'll probably get in trouble, but it's all right. Y'all can call the bishop. He'll be all right too. When you want to get a little comfortable, y'all get up too late tonight. Some of you senior folk or seasoned folk, don't say senior, seasoned folk, y'all might not do this no more, but some of my 40 and below folk, y'all might still do it. When you get up late night, things ain't going quite like you want to. You want a little comfort. You dial the wrong number. See, y'all laughing. Y'all used to do it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You dial the wrong number. I ain't gonna say you call them and try to make it. Some calls. We ain't gonna say that. But I'm just saying you dial the wrong number. What I'm trying to tell you this morning is you got something already on the inside. That all you got to do is when times get a little rough, when 12 o'clock comes and you want to do something you ain't got no business, call on the name of Jesus, because it's already on the, what you need, you already got. What's going to get you out is already on the inside. All you got to do is say, Lord, help me right now. Lord, I need you right now to help me to level up. So if you could just make it up in your mind that when hard times come, Paul says, press, strain, move forward toward that one thing. All this other stuff don't matter. It's life. It's temporary. It's going to come. It's going to go. Probably next month. We'll be right back there knocking on the door. But if you press toward the high call, the high mark, it's greater than us. It's greater than all of that stuff I just named. It's greater than that. And that thing can hold you, keep you. One of my other favorite songs is he's a center of my joy, but also he's like a rock. And when you can stand on Jesus. Somebody say it. Y'all say it out loud. Say it out loud. Solid rock. When you stand on that solid rock, the wind might blow, might cause you to rock a little bit, but when you're standing on Christ, the solid rock, everything around you, help me somebody, everything around you might be going to hell in a handbasket. But when you're standing on Christ Jesus, it doesn't matter what's happening around you. You can stand knowing that everything, help me somebody, everything's going to be all right. Because I'm standing on Christ, the solid rock, and I realize today that all other ground is sinking sand. Somebody, every now and then, you got to yell out, on Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. I'm not going nowhere but on this rock, because on this rock, I don't have to worry about my trials. I don't have to worry about my tribulations. I don't have to worry about my finances. I don't have to worry about my children. I don't have to worry about what they say. I'm standing on Christ, the solid rock. And Paul says that when you're standing on Christ, the solid rock, you winning. Y'all, sometimes I say stuff and I have an expectation that when I say it, people just gonna start running. One day that's gonna happen. One day that's gonna happen. I'm gonna say certain stuff. Because if I had somebody tell me, you broke, but you winning. What? Good God Almighty. You mean I'm broke, but I'm still winning? Oh, help me somebody. You mean I ain't got nothing, but I'm still winning? You mean I ain't got no 2 pennies to rub together, but I'm still winning? You mean somebody said I was dumb and all this other stuff, but I'm still winning? Oh, help me somebody. I've got some kind of relationship that lets me know that even though I don't have what I want to have, I'm still winning because I'm pressing, because I'm pushing, because I'm trying to get to the other side. And when you realize that what's on the other side is more important than what you're dealing with on this side, you see life differently. Level up this morning. Level up your faith. Level up your love of God. Level up your love of your neighbor. Whatever it is, take all that good stuff. If I'd have said all the stuff, somebody would took some stuff you got in business. So all the stuff, all the good stuff that God has for those, that peace and that love and that long suffering and that go through spirit. Level that thing up. Because trouble is going to come sometimes like a rushing mighty wind. But when you got to know that thing on the inside, it doesn't matter what happens on the outside. All you have to do this morning is level up. And since I said level up, let's stand up. Amen. We need to level up our faith this morning. And when we level up our faith, we realize that God is always by our side. And when we can touch it, tap into that, we don't allow stuff to knock us off our horse, without a better way to put it. But we trust God. And we realize and we know that in due season, we're going to reap some stuff. Give the Lord a hand praise. Amen.